Everywhere in the world, Americans have been doing it for the last maybe 100 years. They generate wars.
Well, we have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades,
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and Khwaja Asif putting his foot in his mouth. Every time Pakistan's defense minister speaks, it's not just a soundbite, it's a full-blown diplomatic earthquake. And this time, he's rattling the United States of America. His latest target is Washington's military-industrial complex. Asif's statements come from this new video on social media. It has now gone viral. It shows Khwaja Asif sitting on a sofa. He's talking about wars and conflicts, and it seems the defense minister was in the mood for mic drops. The US may have been dropping bombs, but Khwaja Asif, he was dropping some truth bombs. And here's the gist of what he said. America manufactures conflicts because it is good for business. The US military-industrial complex is a massive, well-oiled machine, and war is just part of their revenue model. It's a brutally honest hot take. But Khwaja Asif was not done yet. He went on and on. He said the US plays both sides in a war. It has bankrupted wealthy nations like Syria and Libya. All this while its own arms industry keeps cashing in. So for Washington, war is not chaos. Khwaja Asif says it is commerce.
Everywhere in the world, Americans have been doing it for the last maybe 100 years. They generate wars. उन्होंने तकरीबन 260 जंगें लड़ी हैं अब तक अमेरिका ने. चाइना ने 3 लड़ी हैं. They still make money. But वहाँ पे military industrial complex है. It's an established industry. जो मेरा उनकी जीडीपी का मेजर पोर्शन है, उसके लिए उनको जंगें करनी पड़ती हैं. कभी इसको लड़ा दिया, कभी किसी और को लड़ा दिया, और फिर जो है उस लड़ाई में कमा के पैसे घर चले गए. यही अफ़गानिस्तान में उन्होंने किया है, यही उन्होंने सीरिया में, इजिप्ट में, लिबिया में. These countries who were really rich, very rich countries, they are bankrupt now.
Now, this is not the first time that he has criticized America. He has done so before on live television. He said Pakistan has been doing America's dirty work. Listen to this.
But you do admit, sir, that Pakistan has had a long history of backing and supporting and training and funding these terrorist organizations.
Well, we have been doing this dirty work for the United States for about 3 decades, and West, including Britain.
So what's behind these radical hot takes? There are 2 possible explanations. One, Khwaja Asif has gone rogue, like when those spy thriller characters who suddenly develop a conscience. Maybe he's having a midlife crisis. Or it's classic misdirection, a distraction play, word salad with a side of diversion. Because back home, the headlines are not great. Let's not forget he's Pakistan's defense minister, and Pakistan just lost India in a conflict. So maybe this loud anti-America monologue is just smoke to hide the fire. And here's the kicker. Asif accusing the US of war profiteering. For a change, he's not wrong. The only problem is he's saying it while standing on a stage built with American military aid. In the last 2 decades, the US has given Pakistan more than $32 billion in direct assistance, both military and economic, $32 billion. So throwing shade at Washington while ordering spare parts for your F-16s, it's comedy gold. It's like ranting about capitalism on your brand new iPhone. And it comes at a time when Pakistan is hiking its defense budget by as much as 18%. So now it's more than 2.5 lakh crore Pakistani rupees, the defense budget. 2.5 lakh crore Pakistani rupees, that's around $9 billion US dollars. Imagine that. This is an economy that's in free fall. Inflation is at 38%, poverty is skyrocketing, foreign reserves have dipped below $3 billion, and yet they want to spend more on their military. A military that has never won a war, by the way. A military whose credibility keeps shrinking, but budgets keep expanding. How do they explain it to the world? or to their own people? Well, for that, they have Khwaja Asif. And you know what? We respect the hustle. Not every country has a defense minister like this, a defense minister who is part-time stand-up comic, part-time chaos generator, and a full-time liability. So what do you call a country that's bankrupt but boosting defense spending, that loses wars but talks like a superpower, that slams America while flying American jets? You call it Pakistan. And what do you call a man who sums up this contradiction? You call him Khwaja Asif, loud, confused, and entirely off script. But in a country where reality is optional, maybe he's the perfect man for the job.